let's look at two algebraic methods that we can use to solve equations simultaneously. So that's when we have two rules, or two equations. We have to find the values for x and y that fit both rules at the same time. Now, if they both start with a y equals, what we can do is make the other sides equal to each other. And we'll write that down here. So 2x plus 3 equals minus x. Now, if we solve that, we'll actually get the solution. So let's go ahead and solve this one. Now, we've got the variable on both sides. If we were to do our normal steps, in this case plus x to both sides, we'll turn it into 3x plus 3 equals 0. Minus 3 from both sides, 3x equals negative 3. And then divide both sides by 3, x equals negative 1. Now we've got the solution for x. What we have to do now is put that back in, or substitute it back into either of the rules that we have, and work out what the corresponding y value is. So I might go back into this first rule. So we know x is minus 1. So that rule says y is 2 times that x value plus 3. Then we work that out, we'll get that y is equal to 1. So 2 times negative 1 plus 3 gives us 1. So we have a solution here now, or a pair of solutions, or a value for x and a value for y. When x equals minus 1 and y equals positive 1, those two values fit both rules at the same time. So that's our solution. Let's look at a harder example of the same type. Here we don't have both rules in the y equals arrangement. But when one of them is, what we can do is replace this y here with what the other rule says y is equal to. So we substitute or replace this y here with x plus 3. So let's go ahead and do that. So that first rule is 2x plus 3. Let's just tidy that up a bit. 2x plus 3 lots of that y. Now that y we're replacing with x plus 3. We need to use a set of brackets here when we've got something multiplying that y. That's going to equal 16. Okay, let's go ahead and solve that. We've got a set of brackets which we expand. So the 2x is there. Plus we're going to have 3 times x. Plus 3 times 3. Remember we multiplied both things in the brackets there by that 3. 3 times 3 is another 9. Equals 16. Got some like terms we can total up. That makes 5x plus 9 equals 16. Solving this, minus 9 from both sides. 5x equals 7. Divide by 5. And we get x equals 7 over 5. You can probably leave it as 7 over 5. Or go to a decimal. In this case it'll be 1.4. What we do now is replace the x, or use that value into any of the rules. I'll probably pick this one here being the simplest to use. It says y is equal to that x value plus another 3. So y is equal to 4.4. And we've got our pair of solutions again. X is 1.4. Y equals 4.4. Now we can always check these answers if we put the x value of 1.4 in that first rule, or put it into this first rule here, and the corresponding y, we can find that they all fit in.